Hello, welcome to a short video on using iNaturalist for uploading your toad data. Let's just see if we've got everything we need. Yes, we've got the bucket to collect the toad, container to take the photograph in, and some ruler or rule paper so that we can see what we're getting. And then let's just check on our cell phone. Yes, we've got the iNaturalist app. And it's ready to roll. Okay, we're ready. Just hang with me and we'll go out there and we'll go and collect a toad and record it. Okay, here we are. We've got our first toad for the night. There it is. We will go in and grab out the toad, grab it behind the two arms, and if it makes a little chirruping noise, then you know you've got a male. If it's quiet, then it's either female or gay. I just roll over the toad, look on the underside, there under the chin. There's no dark markings, and the arms are very skinny. So this is a female leopard toad, and I know as much as I need to know now. I can put her in my container and get ready to take the photograph and make the observation. There she goes in the bucket. And I'm now ready to make an observation. We go to iNaturalist and we press the observe button. There's the toad. I go in close, zoom in, make sure she fills the frame, take the picture. I'm happy with the picture, yes. Press next, and iNaturalist will process the picture and upload the observation. So there's the date, there's the locality. The only thing I need to do is add the project. So I will add the project, and I have too many projects. Let's just find the right project. It's the Western Leopard Toad Monitoring I'm looking for. And there it is, this one here, and I will activate that. When I activate it, too many projects. You won't have that problem. It uploads the different fields I need for recording. And here we can see sex, age. I'm going to choose that she was female. She's live, I'm happy with that. She was empty, such a skinny toad, definitely, and the direction she was going away from the ponds, moving away from the breeding pool. I am now finished. I close the project and save. And that's all I have to do. I can now go on and process the rest of the toads for the rest of the evening. When I'm done, I will have on my cell phone when I get home a list of toads to upload. When I'm sitting at home with my cup of coffee or making my tea, I'll plug in my cell phone to recharge it, and to sync I will just pull down on my observation, and the picture will now sync and go through to iNaturalist and load. And I can leave it up there, leave the cell phone down and let it upload all the pictures while I go and make tea and get things ready for later. There's no other work to do. Everything is done and saved, other than to just review and check that everything went and got saved okay. So let us go and just check that everything is okay. I'm going to go to my iNaturalist on the web, and I'm going to click on iNaturalist and look at my dashboard. So there is the dashboard. I want to look at my observations. Click on my observations, and we will see hopefully that our toad is loaded. Yes, there's Ollie. She's uploaded, and we can go and have a look at that. Okay, you'll notice several things. And one, I didn't bother with the identification. There isn't time in the field and there's no need. Someone will identify it for me, I'm certain. Otherwise, if no one has, I can identify it later. There's my locality. And if we zoom in on the observation over here, we can see it has an uncertainty around it. It shows where I am and how accurate. So all the map work is taken care of. We don't have to worry about the map work. And if we go down over here, we'll see there's our Western Leopard Toad project. And this was a female traveling away from the breeding pond without eggs, and she was alive. So everything is stored there, everything is done, there's no extra work for me to do. and I can review all the other ones. Let's just look at some of the data that's come in over the last few nights. Here we are. Let's just review them just briefly. This one is very faint. We can't see any details on the back. So it would be nice to have a better picture, but this is in the water. We can't expect better than that. That's cool. This one is a stunning picture, but it's useless for monitoring. Okay, we need to monitor. We want to see the fingerprints on the back. So here's one that shows the fingerprints nicely. It's a bit too small. I would have preferred it slightly bigger on the screen, but given that one's in a hurry, sometimes this is the best you can do. Notice the clever little trick of putting females in a bucket that's got females in, and the males with a bucket that's got males on. Again, it's nice to have the toad straighter, but they don't cooperate. It's nicer to have them fold the frame. That's cool. Here is one where it's a bit too big. We want to see the eyes, please, and the tail so that we can get the measurement, and there's no ruler. So how do we know how big this toad is? We can guess from the finger length, but it's a guess. We can't get an accurate measure of the toad. So these are okay, but they're not ideal at all. So likewise here, these are a little bit small. It would be nice to be big. We prefer the toad upright, but that's not important, and we like to see the tail. Yes, there's one with the ruler, but it would be nice to have the whole toad in. Here's a small one. Please zoom in, fill the frame. The boxes will show us the size, and so on. Here's some in the wild. It would be nice to have a coin or ruler on them. Otherwise, those are nice pictures. And here we see other pictures. One's always in a hurry. One never gets them perfect. Those are perfectly adequate, although not ideal. There's some other ones, please. Only one toad. We can't use this for monitoring. It's a nice record, but we cannot use it for monitoring because there's too many toads. We want just one, please. Our programs are automatic, and when they see this, they're not certain what the toad is. A coin works well for looking at the measurements, and we can see we're getting in lots of excellent data. Thanks, everyone, for all the grand stuff that's coming in. If you're going to put in text on your thing, please make sure that the text is not on the actual toad, and preferably get the toad upright, rotate the picture so that the toad is facing up, and try and get the whole toad in the picture. But as we say, an excellent haul of data from the last few days. I'm going to zoom up the top of the screen. We can see over here a summary, and we can go to the map and see what's been done on the map. And then we can zoom in on a particular place if we want to see, for instance, what has happened at Noordhoek. We can zoom in on the Noordhoek map. Give it a few seconds to upload all the data we need. And then we'll be able to see where the toads were recorded there last night. Come on, guys. You can go faster than that. So there's the data coming in. So we can see they are being found in that area there at Noordhoek mainly, and then there's the Kirstenhof data and the Tokai data over there. There's filter over here, so if you want to see only the data for the last week or the last few days, you can filter them over there, and various other options you've got over there. Okay, so that's just a brief review of what's done. Let's just go look a little bit at the app. So if we just look at the app, the important thing, this is the iPhone app. The Android is just slightly different, but very similar. This is your options, and I suggest that before you sorry, I just need to check that before you go out in the field, you check your options. That's gone on while I've been doing so. Click on the cog over there, and that shows you options, and I choose the settings that the autocomplete names is off, because I don't have time to worry about filling in names while I'm on the road at night. Automatic upload, I don't want to waste all my data and time waiting for things to upload, so I will switch that off, and when I get home I will do the uploading. And suggest species, I'm doing Western Leopard Toads, they're all the same. I'm not going to worry even about filling in that. I'll just skip over that because it's not necessary, but I'll switch off the suggesting species because it uploads the picture to the computers overseas and makes the ID for me and sends it back to me, and I know what it is. I don't need it to suggest species to me. So there we are. Those are the basic settings I set before I go out in the field. And then when I'm out in the field, I open the app. Sorry, it doesn't work there. I've got to do it on my cell phone. Yes, I go to the field and I press the observe button over here to make an observation. That opens up the camera, and then it is just a matter of finding my toad and taking the picture, getting her to fill the frame nicely, and pressing the green button to record it. If I'm happy with the picture, I just click next over here to review it, and it goes to the next screen. I have to do it on my cell phone, not on the computer. Okay, and there's the picture. So there we've got now the picture. I can take more pictures if I want. I can take as many as I like on the iPhone version, maximum of 4 on the Android. I'm not going to worry about filling in the name. I'm not worried about the details of the locality. The app will take care of all of that for me. The only thing I'm interested in is adding the project. So I will click on project. And then I come to my projects here. Now you can see I've got far too many projects. You will only have a few of the relevant projects you need. I need many of these. So I'm just going to go and find you the Western Leopard Toad ones. If you do not have it on your app, you can use the search. So there it is. You can use the search for Western Leopard Toad Monitoring, WLT Monitoring. Find the project and upload it to it, and please join the project. So on my observation, when I'm in the field, to add this to my observation, all I do is, what happened to my project? All I do is I click on this and drag it over to switch it on. When that happens, we'll see that the options for that project show, and it's a matter of adding the sex. You just click over there and a drop down menu will come. And it will ask you, is it unknown? That's the default, it'll put that anyway, but is it a male or female or an amplexus pair? Is it a juvenile, which means it's smaller than 6 centimeters? Or if you don't know what the sex is, but you know it's an adult, you can click there. And then there's some other options if you're going to be monitoring out in the ponds during the day and doing the toads. So you just choose the one you want, and it automatically saves it and gets ready to the next field for you. The living state, I click on there. It's default live, and most of the time it will be live, so you don't even have to worry about that. But if you want to, you can go there, click on live, and the moment you've accepted live, it will go back to the screen and come with your next one, which is the female state, unknown. If it was a male, just ignore it. If it was a female and you know whether she had eggs or not, then click on it, and it comes up with the option of you didn't know, or it was full of eggs, or she was empty. She'd already laid the eggs. Choose, that was a skinny female, so she was empty. There, without eggs, empty. And we go to the next one. Which direction was she traveling in? Click on it, and it comes up with the options, which are towards the pond, away from the pond, or not moving. And then, of course, we have the satellite males who hang around on the roads waiting for the females so that they can jump on them. So sometimes they're not moving, but they're waiting for the females, in which case you can click satellite. So our female was going away from the breeding pond. That's that one there. Click on it. And now I filled in all my stuff. It says female, live, without eggs, away from the breeding area. I'm now ready. I filled in all the information we want. I click on the arrow there to go back. And then I click on the save button to save my observation. You must save, please, otherwise you're going to be adding your next toad onto the same observation and it will become very complicated. So there we are. There's our next record waiting to go in. And you just add on records for each toad you get through the night. They'll accumulate over here and wait for you to get home. And as I said, that's all you need to do in the field. Everything else is recorded. The sex, the age, there's no notes to take or anything. So long as you photographed all your toads, you've got a complete record of everything you did during that night. Okay, so when you get home, you sync. Now to sync, you just grab on this and you just pull it down on the iPhone. Grab, pull it down. On the Android, you click upload. There's an upload button and you click upload. We can see the data is now going through and it will go onto the data. So you can review it here on your cell phone, or you can go to your observations on iNaturalist and look at them there. Okay, I hope you found that short video useful. It's really quick and efficient and should be great fun. Please email or contact me on iNaturalist if you have any problems, and I'll gladly help out. Thank you.